Here we are in Chapter 7. We're in Section 4, problem number 7. A software engineer wishes to estimate to within 5 seconds the mean time that a new application takes to start up with 95% confidence. So let's look at this a minute. We're looking for the mean time. We're talking about the mean time here to within 5 seconds. So this is going to be plus or minus 5 seconds. That's going to be our error that we're looking at. So our E, new application time takes, we have a 95% confidence interval. So we have a 95% confidence interval. Alpha is going to be 5%. Alpha over 2 is going to be 0.025. So the alpha would also be 0.05 or 5%. Okay, just numbers that I know we're going to be needing, so I just start writing them down as I go. So it says estimate the minimum size sample required if the standard deviation of the startup times for similar software is 12 seconds. Okay, so startup time, the standard deviation of the startup time. Well, here, let's see. I guess we'll say our standard deviation there. So we're saying that's actually from 12 seconds. That would be the actual standard deviation from that's measured there versus an estimate that we have for this. We had to get that estimate from somewhere, right? That we're starting with. Okay, so to come up, we're going to look at our sample size equations. We're looking at the sample size for the mean. So to come up with our sample size, we're going to be looking at with our mean, our alpha over 2, using our z value here squared, times our standard deviation squared, the variance, over our error squares. This is going to be looking up our z of 0.025. Like I said, we could look that up inside the table of 12.2 on our cumulative standard normal distribution, and then find that on the outside or of the row and column. Or we could go to table 12.3, the t distribution table, to give us the value of t at a specific value of alpha. And when we do that at degrees of freedom infinity, that's our z distribution, so that's the handy place to go there. So when we look at table 12.3, we see that, okay, for 0.025, that's 1.960. Okay, so we have 1.960 squared. Our standard deviation was 12 squared. Our error went to be within 5. That's going to be squared. I guess I could put a parentheses around that one too. Now, so squaring and multiplying and another square divided by a square, we get that to be 22.127 ... and more digits in our calculator. So we're going to round that up to 23. So the sample size we need to have a 95% confidence to be that our sample is going to be within 5 seconds of the mean time of the mean of our distribution for this new application startup is going to be 23.